Hello, this is SkyCushion9, and welcome to Transsistance, a series of videos that talks about many of the topics involved with transitioning, from the point of view of a future medical student and a male-to-female transsexual. Over the course of these videos, I will help describe the physical, medical, and other aspects about transition, ranging from the anatomy involved, to hormone replacement therapy, to the various surgeries. I hope that with this series of videos I can help educate both transsexuals who are considering transitioning, as well as those who would like to just better educate themselves about an important event and undertaking in the transsexual world. With that, let's get started. I'm sure very many of you are very eager to get into the nitty-gritty of transitioning, like how those special pills are going to change you. But before we can get into such stuff, I feel it would be more productive to start with some more basic information to build off of. After all, one can't jump right into quantum physics without a lesson in general physics first. Before someone can properly understand how hormones change and don't change the body, and what one can expect from transitioning, we'll need a small lesson in anatomy first. We don't have to go over the whole body, which is good since memorizing the name of every muscle can be challenging. However, there are some parts of the body that deserve a mentioning, as they become very important in the transition process. When it comes to hormones and surgeries and whatnot, the thing that everything comes back to at the end of the day is control. After all, you're never going to get a body to grow boobs if your body keeps pumping the wrong hormone into you. When a person thinks of controlling the body, the first thought tends to go to one of the organ systems that everyone who's at least been through middle school knows about, the nervous system. The nervous system is composed of three major components. The obvious first one is the brain, the ultimate control system of the body, where every thought and iota of information comes and goes through. The second piece is the spinal cord, a massive bundle of nervous tissue that extends from the brain to the tailbone essentially, that serves as the major highway of information between the brain and the rest of the body. The final part is the remainder of nervous tissue spread throughout the body, which directly receives information from parts of the body to be sent to the brain, and also receives info and commands from the brain to perform any physical action. In a nutshell, the nervous system is a very direct and somewhat simple system. Various kinds of nervous sensors relay information from either the external environment or the internal cells and organs back to the brain. The brain interprets this information, then sends electrical commands back out that tell the cells and tissue of the body to work in certain ways. These commands can be split into autonomic commands, like telling the heart to beat, or input commands, like pulling hand away from a hot stove, something I never recommend testing. Since the nervous system is so critical to the control of a body's processes, one might jump to the conclusion that this system has to be altered in order to allow someone to transition to the other gender, as if someone could, say, flick a switch in the brain, and suddenly pop out a penis out of their vagina. By the way, don't you guys love this imagery I'm providing? While the nervous system is vital to the body's processes, it has little direct control over how the body develops along gender lines. That responsibility, as well as quite a number of other ones, fall to a totally different organ system, one not as many people are directly aware of: the endocrine system. The endocrine system has the same general purpose as the nervous system: control. However, the endocrine goes about its purpose a totally different way and to a different end. To start off, the endocrine system is composed of a large collection of various organs throughout the body, which includes, but is not limited to, the pituitary gland inside your brain, the thyroid around your throat, the pancreas near your stomach, and of course, the gonads, aka the male testicles and female ovaries. It even includes organs such as the heart and liver to a lesser degree. The common denominator of all endocrine organs is that they produce a group of chemicals known as hormones. Hormones are mediator molecules that are released in one part of the body, but regulate the activities of cells in totally different parts of the body, usually through the bloodstream. On paper, this sounds very similar to how the nervous system works to a degree. However, there are two key differences. For one, nerve impulses and neurotransmitters act almost immediately and last for a short amount of time, while hormones can activate and last anywhere between minutes to hours to even days. The more crucial difference, however, is that nerve impulses typically target muscle tissue, other neurons, and glands, which ultimately is what controls the endocrine system, while hormone targets cells throughout the body. In other words, the nervous system elicits physical movement or other direct actions, while the endocrine system can affect the various processes of cells throughout the body, including how the body develops physically. To put this in video game standards, the nervous system could be compared to the Advanced Wars Commanding Officer Max, while the endocrine system is more analogous to Grit. There is a lot to talk about when concerning the endocrine system. However, as far as transitioning is concerned, the hormones we have to concern ourselves with are the hormones produced by the gonads, which are the testicles in the male body and the ovaries in the female body. All of the hormones produced by these glands have the same purpose: the development of the specific gender's reproductive system, as well as the development of the secondary sexual characteristics. Which kind of characteristics that develop depend upon which hormone is more abundant. Testosterone, which develops male characteristics such as a lower voice and broader shoulders, or estrogen and progesterone, which develop female characteristics such as breasts and smoother skin. The focus of hormone replacement therapy is to essentially silence the undesired hormone and introduce the desired hormone. So, for example, if one was a male to female transsexual, the desire would be to block the testosterone and introduce estrogen into the body, or at least more. In this way, you're controlling the body's hormones in a way to develop the desired secondary sexual characteristics. This is the major concept involved with transitioning. How these hormones alter the body is a topic for another video. However, for now, getting a general understanding of the nervous and endocrine systems is a good place to start when trying to understand the process. And with that, this concludes my initial video. In the next video, before we get to the effects of hormones on a person's body, I will cover a very important principle that I feel must be addressed before having a full understanding of hormone replacement therapy. But for now, this is Guy Christian 9, this has been Transsistance, and I hope to see you in the next video.